on, you guys? Rings Hollow back here with another video. And in today's video, I'm just going to be giving you guys my thoughts on the Lord of the Rings series and the teaser trailer that was released a week or so ago during the Super Bowl. But before we do start, if you guys do enjoy this video, make sure you drop a like on the video and also forget to subscribe for more content on my channel. And first thing I want to say is just how excited I am for this series, man. I'm super excited. My hype has just been building every time they release. They give us something new for the show. My excitement goes up. You know, I remember when they first purchased the rights back in 2017. That got me super hyped. And then they released like that like the little trailer of the name, you know, giving us the name, and then we got like the poster with the dude, you know, in the field with the city off to the left and the two trees in the distance. And then after that we got the like 20 posters of like our main characters in like the torso area, and then that kind of just led us all the way up into the teaser trailer during the Super Bowl. So man, my excitement for the show has been at all-time high, and let's kind of talk about this teaser trailer. I really think that this teaser trailer was an okay teaser trailer, and I say that because it didn't give us anything crazy. It was just more of a teaser trailer, like what a teaser trailer should be. And I feel like a lot of people had their hopes high for it, but for me it wasn't a letdown. Like I didn't dislike the trailer, but I didn't like really like it. It was all right. Like my excitement for the show is still there. It didn't hamper my excitement for the show in any way, but it was a teaser trailer. I guess at its, you know, core, that's what it was, a teaser trailer, just to really show us just the first look of what the show is going to look like. Now there were things that I did like in this trailer that I'm going to kind of talk about. And the first thing was like the first opening shot that we get, I believe is Numenor, and I am excited for the storyline of Numenor. If you don't know the story of the rise and fall of Numenor, man, I advise you guys to, you know, look up some videos and stuff like that. But man, I cannot wait for that story arc, and Numenor looks great. It looks great, and I hope we get more shots of the cities and everything. Just man, I was excited when I saw that. Like it definitely got me hyped when it first came on. Another thing that I really liked in the trailer was the shot where Galadriel is kind of climbing up the mountain, and she's kind of like looking up, and then you have like the wind, and she's using her knife as sort of like an ice pick, and then it kind of like pans to the background with all the mountains and then the waterfall. I thought that was a pretty neat scene, shot in the trailer. And then my favorite shot of the trailer by far was the shot of Arondir, the new elf that they created for the series. He like basically is getting shot at with arrows, and then he like takes the arrow out of midair and then kind of shoots it back. Like I really hope we get more of that in the show, just showing off just how badass the elves can be. Like we definitely need to get more. And then I would say the most exciting thing about this trailer, or you know, the more mystery of it, is definitely the meteor man. So in the trailer we get the meteor coming overhead, it crashes, and then we get like the whole scene of like the guy being pulled out, I believe by a hobbit, or Harford as they call him in the series. So I don't know, I'm, you know, very much a mystery. Can't wait to see what they're going to do with this character, and just who the character is in general. Like we don't know who it is, so definitely excited to see that. And then another thing I want to touch on, that for some reason a lot of people were saying that it was bad, which is the CGI. I can't be the only one to say that the CGI was not bad in this trailer. Like when I first watched it, I'm like, oh my god, this trailer looks beautiful. Like it looked really good. I just don't think the CGI can be bad in this series. There's no way it can. Amazon has way too much money to not be able to give us the best CGI we've ever seen in any movie or TV show. They've paid so much money and put so much effort, I want to say effort, into the show, that it's no way that the CGI is going to be bad. Maybe my eyes aren't trained and, you know, people see different things, but I thought it looked pretty good. And now let's kind of just, you know, move over and talk about the controversies, you know, the whole thing about this TV show, that there are a lot of fans that are pretty mad at the changes that Amazon has made. For me personally, I don't have a problem with it. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, it's just having, you know, people of color. So we have the black elf Arondir, as I mentioned, and then we also have like the dwarf Queen or Princess Disa. A lot of people aren't too happy about them having people of color in here. A lot of people are talking about, you know, it being forced diversity, and Tolkien never really mentioned or talked about people of color in his books and stuff like that, and that's all understandable. But in this day and age, are you really shocked that they haven't did this? Like, there's kind of been like a recent thing with a lot of movies and TV shows forcing diversity, and I don't have a problem with it. I really don't. I do understand that people like to keep things by the book. They want them to stick by what Tolkien has already wrote, and that's understandable, but it's kind of expected, man. That's why I'm not so mad about it, because like I said, in this day and age that we live in now, it's something that is really prominent in a lot of movies and TV shows. And then there's also like some other complaints about the dwarf women, or Disa as her name is, not having a beard. And I was watching a IGN video, and the dude mentioned in the video, I'm gonna throw the clip up.
What's the deal with everyone saying that dwarven women are meant to have beards? Is that from the books?
No, she does not. So this is it's like a bizarre fan fascination. Tolkien never says dwarven women have beards. He says they rarely wander around, and when they do, they're often mistaken for dwarven men, meaning like they keep to themselves and like you don't know that it's a woman. That they have beards is not in the text. It's a joke that Peter Jackson made and everybody loved.
It's true you don't see many dwarf women. And in fact, they are so alike in voice and appearance that they're often mistaken for dwarf men. It's the beards.
That in, you know, that Tolkien never really talked about women having beards. It was sort of like a joke that happened in The Lord of the Rings, and then the same thing with the elves having, like, you know, longer hair, which I do prefer elves having longer hair. I think it looks better. But yeah, those were things that Tolkien never really talked about, which is kind of crazy. If you haven't seen that IGN video, I'll link it down below. That way you can, you know, watch it for yourself and whatnot. But yeah, that's like pretty much it. Like I said, I really don't care that much about it being people of color. Like I said, as long as the story is really good, as long as it's great and it's, you know, making me want to come back to the show, I just think a lot of people aren't going to care about these changes. Kind of going to disappear. That's my opinion. And then moving on, I just kind of want to speculate a little bit here about the official trailer. So when we will get the official trailer, I do think we're probably going to get it somewhere around June, July. During the summertime is definitely where we're going to get our first official trailer. It could be earlier, maybe like late spring. So in like I would say May probably. That's maybe pushing it, I don't know, but I do think most likely it's going to be June or July, you know, because the show comes out September the 2nd, so we're 7 months away, you know, right now, and I think there's still a lot of time left, so I don't think we're going to get it early. But the things I would love to see in this official trailer, and especially this trailer has to appease the fans, like it has to make the fans want to really watch the show, because right now the show, there are a lot of like really hardcore Tolkien fans, just Lord of the Rings fans, that are mad at the show. You kind of want to win them back, Amazon, so you really got to do that official trailer really good. Some things I really hope that they do put into this trailer is just to show us the scale of Middle Earth in this show, man. Show us the scale. Like I said, that first shot of the teaser trailer with Numenor, give us more of that. Show us the expansive lands, you know, stuff like that. Give us more scale just to see how big this show can really be. Because I remember during the Lord of the Rings, there were a lot of scenes, man, a lot of scenes in the Lord of the Rings that were just crazy. And it was so much going on. The shots, especially like during Helm's Deep, you know, the Battle of Minas Tirith, during the Return of the King, like those shots of just how big those battles can be. Give us more of it. Just give us more. Also, I really want to know the story, man. That's another big mystery with this show. We don't know nothing about the story. We don't know the character story. Like, we know how it all ends, but we don't know what they're planning to do with the stories of these characters in the Second Age. So I'm very, you know, hyped to see what they do with these characters in the story arc. So hopefully they do it justice. Like I said, I think the story is going to be the main thing that everybody is looking forward to, because if it's not good, then you're not going to watch a show that's boring and doesn't have a good story, right? So It has to be good. And then the last thing I think they have to do is kind of throw in like a sneaky surprise. I was thinking of Balrog. Potentially, I would love to see a Balrog. Potentially a wizard. I know during the Second Age, wizards weren't really prominent, but definitely a Balrog. I think the Balrog would be something that's going to be like, oh my god, like fans are going to be excited to see it. So that's pretty much it, what I think as far as what they should do for the official trailer. If we get you know, more or we get less of it, I'm going to break that trailer down once we get it, so definitely stay tuned for that. And yeah, I just think the show is going to be good, man. I think the show is in good hands. A lot of people think that Amazon is going to destroy the Lord of the Rings and this is going to be a horrible show. I think the show is going to do fine, man. I think it's going to be one of the biggest shows of 2022. I think it's going to be a show that everybody is going to like. I think Amazon is doing everything to appease all of the fans, whether you're a fan of Tolkien's work, whether you're a fan of Peter Jackson's work, whether you're a fan of the Hobbit trilogy. They're trying to do everything to appease the fans, and I just don't think that this show can really fail. But like I said, besides not having a good story and the character arcs just being horrible, that's different. But the show has the looks, it has the scale, hopefully. Like, Amazon has put so much money into this series already, and I just think that the money is going to pay off for this show. We're going to get beautiful scenes, beautiful cities, beautiful lands. We're going to get everything. I just think the show's going to be good. I just feel like people have to give this joint a chance. But that's going to do it for this video. If you guys did enjoy, make sure you drop a like on the video, and also don't forget to subscribe for more. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.